this is Shannah. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. And this is a full moon message. Today's full moon, 17th of January 2022, is considered to be in Cancer by the traditional Western astrology or tropical astrology, but I actually follow the sidereal astrology because it takes the actual position of the planets in the sky or the satellites like the moon, and also the actual size of the constellations. So I find it to be truer, and that's like my personal view. And according to sidereal astrology, the full moon will be or is in Gemini. You can actually, for instance, take the app Star Walk and see where the moon is, and you'll see it's in Gemini. And with the full moon in Gemini, then and Gemini, like the ruler of Gemini is Mercury, and Mercury it's now in retrograde since Friday. So there will be an increased difficulty in communications. Doesn't have to be fights or disagreements, but it can be like saying the wrong things, not being able to express yourself, or you stutter more than usual. So things like that, or things not working out, even like electrical appliances breaking down, or even computers, anything that has to do with communication. So just be aware of that and be careful. Now, then we have here for your personal messages three possibilities. We have the wash bear, we have the bear, and we have the dolphin. So take your time to choose your pile, and I will see you in a couple of moments. So if you chose pile 1, this is your reading. So starting with the wash bear, and it says here, wait a second, I'll use this one later. It says here, wash bear, then it says you have all the means that you need, right? So resourcefulness here. And then we have the coyote, number 12. And we have the serpent, number 46. Okay, this is a very strong message actually with the wash bear. It's actually telling you that you may consider right now that you cannot move on with a certain project, or you cannot achieve a certain goal, that you don't have enough money, that you don't know the right people, that you cannot afford this or the other, or you don't have the right job, the right connections, whatever it is. You kind of feel stuck. You kind of feel like something is out of reach, right? And but the wash bear is telling you you do have everything you need. The question here is trust, and here with the coyote, and it's trust. Put it in the hands of God, kind of things. Let go and let God. But of course, with the coyote is an action animal. Let's put it that way. And the coyote is known also as a trickster, right? And it's like, this is also a warning. If you try to take the detour, if you try to take the shortcut, it will be even more complicated. It's like telling you, you don't have to pretend to be something that you're not. You don't have to force something. You don't have to deceive in any way, right? And also be careful with people that have those traits around you, people that are deceitful, that like manipulators, and be aware of those people. Because the thing is, things will be solved in another way, not the way that you're expecting. So yes, there is a detour here, but it's like a divine detour. So you're going to get to your goal in the end, but through another route, not the one you're expecting. So if you're expecting, for instance, to solve things in a very traditional way or by the book, it's like the universe is giving you another opportunity, or opportunities are coming from unexpected places. And here with the serpent is a symbol of healing, and you are also healing a certain aspect of yourself. And I would consider here that this certain aspect is a feeling or a state of mind of lack, like a mindset of lack, of not having enough, or having this self-sabotage kind of mindset, or thinking too little of yourself, or kind of also like loser mindset, like but that's you criticizing yourself. It's not what other people say about you, it's how you're thinking about yourself at the moment. And the full moon is about letting go. So here the cards are inviting you to let go of this mindset, and you will be healing this, because you'll notice that you can achieve whatever you want. And you'll just have to recognize the opportunities and to really see the situation for what it is, and find the respective solutions. And you have that kind of mind. You find solutions. You can connect the dots, so you can do it. Just don't fall prey to I was going to say illusions, but also to the easy way out. I think here, what I have the feeling here in my heart is that you have to be truthful the whole way. You have to be truthful, because there will be opportunities for you to achieve it in a way without losing your integrity, without having to sell your soul. You don't have to sell your soul to achieve what you want. And this will be very healsome for you, to be truthful, to be upright. Yeah, really important here. That's really very interesting. But let's see, you have now the tarot cards. We have here the 10 of fire, or the 10 of wands in reverse. Then we have the 7 of water. It's the 7 of cups. And we have the 4 of earth, the 4 of pentacles. Here there's a danger, and that's like with the full moon, would like to warn you about that. You get stuck, and that there's some that your situation gets stagnant, because you kind of get paralyzed with a certain situation, and you might be even overwhelmed with all the opportunities. It's like there are too many bright lights shining at the same time, and you don't know where to focus. There are too many opportunities, too many possibilities, and too many goals. Yeah, it's like there's this German expression, dancing at all the weddings, at all the wedding parties, at many. You're doing too much at the same time for some of you, and this can cause exhaustion. So what the full moon is asking you to do is to delegate. Like telling you don't have to carry everything yourself, and let go of negativity, let go of certain old plans as well. You see here, the burning all these papers. It could be even like a full moon ritual, putting everything that you don't like, or you don't need, or whatever you don't want in your life on paper, and then burning it and saying, be gone. And kind of relieving yourself of negativity, be it situations or people or states of mind. And the thing is like, there's so many things you want. There are so many things to take in account. And, there's your career as well. There's your love life. There's, for some of you, have the feeling, where to live, in the sense of a new house, and a new apartment, changing your lifestyle. And there are so many possibilities. It's like you lose your focus. And here with the 4 of earth, it's really like, hey, ground yourself. Ground yourself and build a stable foundation Focus on a stable foundation, because it can be that you're just daydreaming the whole time. Yeah, that's what the energy. Okay, so the full moon is telling you that you're losing too much energy on just daydreaming. It's time, to get that energy grounded and to build it up, like building your empire step by step, right? And this is quite important here, that you focus on grounding the energy, not to just it's like, like that's getting lost into many things and overwhelming yourself, and then everything burns because it doesn't get grounded. All right, it's just everything is just up in the air. Ground it and create this stable foundation, one step at a time, as much as you can, right? The main thing is that it's fun. The process is also fun, and you'll understand that is able. And with the Four of Earth, for me, it's also building a house. Again, the foundation. Maybe you're relocating, maybe you're getting your first apartment, or you are moving, or whatever it is. But focus and get it done step by step without overwhelming yourself. This is quite important here. Then we have number 34, Maya, illusion. And then we have number 30, Maat, truth. Wow. That these two come together, I find it amazing, because it's really cutting through illusion here with the Seven of Cups, Seven of Water, cutting through illusion and reaching the truth. And seeing that the truth is even more beautiful than the illusion. Is what's really in your heart. What do you really want? It's like the illusion is beautiful, but it can be so distracting that it distracts you from your goal, distracts your focus. So focus on this Four of Earth, of grounding your energy and following your heart's desire, and working towards your heart's desire. And then again, the word here is integrity, right? Because if you're not familiar with Maat, she has this feather here, and it's like your heart will be weighed against the feather. And if your heart is heavier than the feather, then you didn't live according to your heart. You didn't have a pure heart. And then your soul will be destroyed. I hope that's not true. But it was one of the interpretations of the afterlife by the Egyptians. And but here, what I see from here is really living with integrity and working towards your goal, focused, down to earth, pragmatic, but without giving up, without thinking that you'll never make it. It's just keeping that hope up, but in a realistic kind of way, and grounded, down to earth, and working towards it step by step, and with integrity, and by being truthful to yourself and to others. This is quite important. Wow. And then we have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And this may be a subject, and of course, take it as it resonates for you. It will be different subjects for each one of you. But this is a subject that is like, this card is reassuring you, like, you can do it. You've been doing this like since forever, trusting yourself, making things happen, manifesting things. So it's like creating something out of your strength, out of the purity of your heart, instead of manipulating and forcing, or having to even lie about it, like finding all those shortcuts. And you don't have to. It is possible to manifest what you want by being truthful and by following your heart. I hope this makes sense to you, pile number 1, because this was your reading, and I hope it inspires you, and I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile number 2, this is your reading here with the bear card. So it says Grenzen, that means boundaries, and bleib standhaft, That means, in the free translation, means like stay strong, stand your ground. Yeah. Now, this is quite important with stand your ground. So there's a situation in the next 2 weeks, or the situation that has already been going on, where you have to stand your ground and set your boundaries. And then we have number 27, the hunter. And funnily enough, there's also a bear here. And we have number 32, the luminous warrior. Beautiful cards. And one thing that the cards are warning you about, is comparison. Be careful with comparison. Don't compare your path to the path of others, because your path is your own. That's trust your own map, trust your instincts, trust your own soul and heart and gut, because you have a very specific path to follow, especially when it comes to career. And the thing is, here there is like the danger of being seduced by easy results or very quick results, or being seduced by working with certain people. But here you have to be careful, because these people do not have your best interest in mind. Either they just want to take advantage of your talents and your time and your labor, without really showing any appreciation, or they just want to bask in your light. They just want to actually appropriate themselves of your light and talent. And so here again, you have to trust your instincts, and you have to really feel what is right for you. And here with the luminous warrior, again, you know what is right. You know really the difference between right and wrong, and don't get involved with what you feel is wrong just because it promises you more money and or any kind of financial or career advantage, because it will fire back later on. Yeah. And the cards are also telling you that you, pile number 2, you have a very strong sense of integrity, very upright, and you're very fair, and you're someone who stands for yourself and also for others. You're someone who protects others as well. And here, a problem here with pile number 2, we're here in these next 2 weeks during this full moon effect until the new moon, is like being a bit blinded by ambition, wanting more than you need right now. And that some people will feel threatened by you and by your ambition, and they will see you as a competitor, which is their own right, of course, but they can cause some trouble. They can put some obstacles in your path. And here, and you'll be provoked. You'll feel provoked as well by these people. They'll try to provoke you, to push your buttons, because they won't fight fear. But with the luminous warriors telling you, don't get into battle. It's not time. It's not time for you to get involved in this petty manner. Even if you feel, angry, or if you feel that you're being treated unfairly, sorry for that, don't get involved in that manner. I'm just trying to find here some light. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, so it's really stay true to yourself. Again, stand your ground, stay true to yourself, and set healthy boundaries. Okay, so let's see what the other cards are saying. So we have then the tarot cards. We have the 6 of fire, the 6 of wands. Then we have the 2 of fire, the 2 of wands. And then we have the Queen of Fire. This is fantastic. Yeah. Because, yes, you will be shining bright, and this will upset some people. And that's why the cards are telling you, follow your path. Your path is unique. Don't compare yourself to others, because your path is leading you to success. And you kind of know that. So let go of the petty opinions of other people that do not support your path and your vision, and actually are just trying to make you doubt yourself, because your inner compass is so fantastic and is leading you to a lot of success here with the Six of Fire. You are on the right track. You are, and you see these only fire cards. You're on fire in a very positive sense. And here with the Queen of Fire, it's also telling you that you're very successful, you're very magnetic right now, you're very attractive, not only romantically, but also in a professional way. People want to work with you. You're shining your light. People are, they're drawn to you. They want to work with you, invest in your business. They want to follow you if you have a channel on YouTube or account on Instagram or something like you. People are very interested in what you're doing. With the Two of Fire, it's like you are putting yourself out there. You're putting your ideas out there. And you are also seeing the pits here. This card actually kind of reminds me of the Fool, taking the risks, letting your ideas fly into the world. But you're also aware of the risks. You're also aware of difficulties and also of not very honest people in your path. So you are shining here with like this luminous warrior. All right. So again, you're shining your light this next 2 weeks, and what the full moon is asking you to release is just any kind of negativity, any kind of comparison with others, any kind of intrusion, so to say, from other people's opinion that not support your vision. People that probably want to bring you down. So it's like, or there are people that are attracted to your light that just want to take advantage of it, but it won't do you any good. Like some, they say, well, let's cooperate, for instance, could you advertise our product, but their product, it would damage your image, for instance, something like that. But you are very, very aware of this. You can discern it, and you actually can do, you have more than one business going on, right? And you're being very successful at all of them. So things are starting to really go smoothly. This is wonderful. And then we have number 32, the moon, Mama Killa. Then we have number 50, the white buffalo calf woman, reverence. So again, this is interesting because we have all these fire cards and we have the hunter, luminous warrior, but they're all telling you, like, do your thing, be ambitious, but don't do too much. And not do too much, don't be too ambitious, like don't want more than what you need, for instance. And also to be careful about people that, do not like your shadow. So here with the moon is really, the moon is more this receiving energy, this calm, loving, it's nurturing, not as nurturing as the sun, of course, but is something, like I said, it's very loving. It's also nurturing in the sense that the moon is responsible for the tides, right? And the tides are important for so many things on our planet, and even for our cycles, especially the female cycles. So, and here's like flow. I'm getting also this energy of flow with the cycles, flow with your energy, go with it. Don't go against the grain. Don't go against the current. Don't force things to happen because you are being guided. You're really being guided to your success. Just follow the signs, just follow your intuition, just, like the synchronicities are going to happen. So the moon here is really allowing you just to go with it, flow with it, because you're being guided. The light of the moon is shining on you, is protecting you. So this full moon is protecting you. This is really beautiful. And especially if you're working something that has to do with communication, this full moon will be there with you and protect you and guide you. And here again, with the white buffalo calf woman, So again, this is an energy of peace, it's an energy of respect, and also respecting cycles, respecting nature, being one with nature. And again, we had the hunter and the luminous warrior. So it's being very in tune with the cycles of life, with the cycles of our beautiful planet. And here we have the peace pipe is not getting involved in conflicts or bringing conflicts to a close and to an end, being through compromises or through communication or clarification of any misunderstandings. But, you know, let go of conflicts, let go of resentments, let go of any negative energy that may weigh you down. Just release it, find peace with it, and flow with what's being given to you. It's a lot's being offered to you, and you, all these synchronicities, all this support from the other side or from life itself, again, it's going to set you ablaze with inspiration here. And another thing that I just noticed that I remembered, I believe, because here with the luminous warrior, I think that's, here's the moon, but I think here's Mars, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's the moon. Ah, this is the moon as well. Again, the moon protecting you, appearing in different cards. How beautiful. So you're being protected by the moon and guided by it as well. This is really beautiful. Then we have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Yeah. So by letting go of all this negativity, you're like surrendering to these new energies. And I think this is what I wanted to say as well here with the moon, is surrendering to the flow and allowing this transformation, allowing this new energy, because it's guiding you to success. It's guiding you to where you need to be. So again, don't compare yourself to others, and don't let other people bring you down. Just let it go. Let them go with God, but let them go. And trust your instinct, trust your inner compass, because you are going in the right direction. How beautiful. Wow. So pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. So you chose the dolphin. And we have here Verspieltheit. That means, this is German, that means playfulness. And then nimm dir Zeit zu spielen. Then take time to play, you know, or make time for play. And so I think this says, you know, so you probably have been working very hard, or you're undergoing a phase where you're taking life very seriously. And here the dolphin would like you to play more, to take it easy, to relax, and, you know, just have fun. And then we have here the cards 55, Taming the Wind. And then we have the number 13, the Crow. So these are your full moon messages. So what we have here, what I find interesting with Taming the Wind and the Crow, these are very similar messages to the ones of pile 1 and 2. Although I'm sure that this will go in a different direction because they also went in different directions. But this is the core. I find it so interesting. And remember, I told you that in sidereal astrology, the full moon is in Gemini. And it's interesting because it's all about communication and being truthful. You know, and all these piles, this was some of this message there of being truthful, be it to others or to yourself. And it's about integrity. And here your pile is the same. And especially here with Taming the Wind is really like having clear communication. And with Taming the Wind here, the advice is even like to have a journal. I know everyone is always talking about journals, but it does help. It does help because it structures your thoughts. and puts into words many things that you've been feeling or thinking, and sometimes even out of rage, or because you're tired or you're frustrated, and you can put also these thoughts onto paper, and when you read them, then you say, oh, I've been thinking this, and then you may agree or disagree, or you can correct the course of these thoughts and find compassion and understanding for whatever is going on. So that's why writing is quite important, because it gives a structure and it mirrors back to you what you've been thinking, because when you read it, it's like you're reading as a third person or a second person or whatever. But and then you can see how truthful and also sometimes how dramatic these thoughts can be and how they affect you positively or negatively. So this is quite important for you, pile number 3, to really see how you communicate, be it with yourself or with others, what kind of words you use at the moment, how you express yourself, what is also the intention behind those words and those types of communication, right? Because sometimes you can be saying the nicest things, but the intention behind it can be actually quite aggressive. And people feel it, even if you didn't want to say that in that way, but people feel, and this can lead to a lot of misunderstandings. So here the energy is really clear misunderstandings. If there were disagreements, try and find peace. So what you're letting go of during this full moon process, and to this build up to, or build down actually, to the new moon, is actually letting go of these agreements, letting go of the need of being right, letting go of any conflicts that actually weigh on your soul, that even if you feel you're right, even if you feel that you're being fair or the others are unfair, doesn't matter, because it brings you down, brings your vibration down. And then there are feelings, could even be, doesn't have to be, but could be even feelings of shame, of guilt, of feeling attacked, of being a victim. And there's all kind of vibrations then around you, like I said, that weigh you down. And that's why the dolphin is here, because the dolphin is telling you, take it easy, be more playful, don't take everything so seriously, because the more you take things seriously, it's like your vibration goes down like a rock, and then it's very hard to come out of that, And with the crow is the protector or the holder of truth and wisdom here in these cards, and in the old traditions as well. And it's also being truthful. Again, I'm kind of repeating myself, and I'm sorry for that, but it has to come out. Being truthful to yourself, acting, talking, being with integrity. And integrity is, am I being truthful to myself, to my heart's desire? Am I aligned, that was the word. Am I aligned to my own truth, to my inner truth, to my moral compass, to who I am, in what I do, in what I eat, in what I choose, what I laugh about, with who I talk to, with whom I talk to. So am I aligned? But again, don't take this too seriously. You have now these 2 weeks to correct a course if there is need to. So these 2 cards are actually inviting you to have some introspection, so you can see, okay, am I being truthful? Am I causing conflicts where I don't really need them to be there? Can I correct this? Can I say, can I apologize? Can I find a compromise? Can I build a bridge where probably a bridge has been burnt? All of these things, the cards are asking you to correct a course to something more harmonic, to something more aligned with who you really are. Because I think the dolphin is here to remind you, hey, you're so fun. You are so funny as well. And you're an energy that's so light and so playful. Come back. It's like This full moon is asking you to go back to who you are. How beautiful. Now, let's see here the tarot cards. We have 21, the world. Then we have the page of fire, the page of wands. And we have number 13, transformation. This is usually the death card. So yeah, there's a lot of transformation here with you. And it's like the end of a phase with the world. It's the end of a phase. And the page of fire is the beginning of a new one. But this is like, because it's a page, is a court card. So this energy is like, it's still a small energy. So it's actually, this is a brand new phase and you're still trying out, but you're very excited about it. And it's like you're shedding skin right now. And I think that's what the cards earlier were telling you. It's like, you know, like you can't correct a course if you don't like the direction it's going, or is, you want to reinvent yourself, you know, a more aligned version of yourself, a truer version of yourself. This is the perfect time for you to do it, you know, here with this full moon energies. So bring something that was, you know, to a close. But I see this being a very, very smooth energy, and with a lot of playfulness, because the page of fire, the page of wands, is also very playful. It's very excited and full of passion and wanting to do things, being incredibly excited about new ideas. So I see this as being a fun transition, not something that, oh, I have to do it, not something dramatic or tragic, nothing like that, nothing with theatrics of any kind. So it's more like you being in your energy, you are rediscovering your energy and expanding in that energy and transforming yourself into someone who, into the person that you really are, but like a renewed, like a new version, you know, a newer version of yourself. And this is very exciting, and it's like bringing new ideas, new inspirations, new destinations, it's new goals. Beautiful. Sorry, I'm getting very excited here and start moving my hands. And then we have number 38, Nike, ambition, the goddess of victory. Then we have 52, Yuki-onna, stillness. Yuki-onna, beautiful name. And so it's interesting, these two energies, because on one hand you have the ambition, and the ambition usually has to do with action and moving forward and making things happen, and then we have stillness, right? And I think it's like really having these two energies, you know, in the sense that you have to balance both. And I think this is the advice here, balancing both energies, you know, having that drive, having that impulse and going for it, but also knowing when to stop, going within and finding that inspiration again, you know, until you find that impulse and the drive comes and you do and you have fun. So it's really have fun while achieving your goals. Because I have the feeling here with pile number 3, there's a lot of fun involved, you know, and you're transforming your journey to your goals, your journey, your life into something fun, into something that you derive, like you take a lot of pleasure from, you put it in and you take it, and it's a very, very positive upward spiral the whole time. And the best thing to achieve this is, like, you know, there's the impulse for movement, and then there's the need to rest. It's just like the tides of the ocean, you know. So you charge forward and then you retreat to get, you know, to gather your strength, new ideas, and then you charge forward. This is quite important. It also has to do with your biorhythm. So oh, that's, wow, okay, that's a good message. Pay attention to your biorhythm at this point in order to make the best of out of your energy, right? Interesting. Now, the last card for you, pile 3, is here. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive soul tribe. And this is also very, very positive. So, because you're finding the right people. And this has to do, remember at the beginning, with this communication, this truthful communication, and being open to solve any misunderstandings and to rebuild bridges when needed, finding compromises, and so on. And this, because you're acting out of your own truth, out of your integrity, out of your heart, and soul. So you're finding like-minded people, like your soul tribe. And some of you, I have the feeling you already deal with your soul tribe, but now with you are more conscious of it, and you celebrate it more, and you appreciate it more. And the more you appreciate it, the stronger these bonds get. And one thing that's also interesting, because you're becoming more truthful to yourself and with yourself, then that means you start really hearing your intuitive voice and understanding the signs, the feelings, that gut feeling, or when your heart just goes, whoa, be it to warn of danger or something that you should do, right? And you take them seriously because you are being so truthful with yourself. You're taking yourself seriously, so much so that this language, that it's actually your emotional and intuitive language, you start understanding it and you become an expert. So you can act on several levels. Wow. And that's why you can recognize your soul tribe immediately as well, because you're being so truthful to yourself that you see the truth of others as well immediately. Wow, this is deep. Beautiful. Pile number 3. This was your message. I hope it inspires you. I hope it resonates. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you.